Gotta add the stage. There we go. What's up, guys? How's it going? Sorry. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Welcome to Diecast Discussion number 181. I'm your host, Derek, aka Honest Diecast, but collectively, we are all Honest Diecast, striving to build a better community. It's about the cars, not the money. If it's your first time here, welcome. We talk about everything diecast related. 164, Hot Wheels, Mattel, anything Mattel, Matchbox. We're going to be talking about some Mattel stuff tonight, that's for sure. Auto World, Greenlight, you name it, all the way to 118, Spark models, Auto Art, you name it. We talk about it. As long as it's diecast and it's cool, we talk about it. But yeah, welcome, guys. First things first, I just want to let everybody know we're going to do Diecast After Dark tonight. So what that is, we're going to do our normal YouTube stream. We're going to do a video reaction tonight from Prelude Boy 99, where he talks about the Rwb Rlc, which is going to be very interesting. Like to share my thoughts on the video, show you the video if you haven't seen it. It's actually a really good video, really good monologue, really good analysis of it. And definitely go subscribe to Prelude Boy 99 if you haven't yet. I think that's going to shape up to be a really great channel, so keep your eyes on it. But yeah, after we do that, we're going to go to Kick and Twitch, and we're going to get crazy. We're going to get crazy over there. Probably, quite possibly a side that nobody has ever seen of HD, but all you guys are going to be able to take your leashes off and run wild over there. So that's kind of why I want to do the Diecast After Dark. I don't have to do YouTube censorship. And the reason why that's a deal, somewhat of a deal, because if you cuss too much, your videos can get demonetized, and I just don't want to risk that, which is why I try to keep it pretty clean over here. But over on Kick and Twitch, you can, David. That's the beauty of it. You can use all the F words. So yeah, it's going to be fun. And so we'll do we'll make it through this diecast discussion. We'll do we'll react to the video here, and then after the video, we'll cut it and we'll cut loose over on Kick and Twitch. So the link should be pinned on the stream on the top, or the chat, I should say. It should be pinned up there. So if you haven't signed up for Twitch or Kick, I prefer Kick. I like Kick. I think Kick's cool. You're good. You're good. Eastern 88. James, is that you, or who is that? But yeah, I saw Rico over on Kick earlier. Yep, there he is right there. What's up? Adrian, what's up, buddy? Just getting started. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, new diecast discussion night, Saturdays. I'm excited. It has been a long time since I've gone live on a Saturday because I used to work Saturdays, but at least for this month I don't. But we'll see if we can make that a permanent thing, if it works better for you guys. And let's get it cracking. What are you guys finding? What are you guys working on? What's new with you? What's good with you? What's bad with you? I mean, try to keep it on the positive note here, but what's going on in your guys' world? Me, again, just getting used to a new work schedule, Monday through Friday, which is the first time in 3 years that I've had that regularly scheduled, which is pretty cool. As far as finds, really jack squat, guys. I got one find. I think Adrian will like it. I think Adrian and James, if he ever watches these streams on the replay, I think he'll like it. But yeah, we'll do that. Guys, I'm going to try to not going to be able to do it tonight, I don't think, because I didn't get a chance to write the raffle tickets or drop a wheel or anything like that. But if you remember, our good friend Steve over at SRS Diecast gave us that, sent us a mail call, and he wants me to give one of these away. So he sent me two, told me to keep one, told me to give one away. I'll figure that out, and I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know via post what we'll do with that. But yeah, that's going to be for members only. But instead of doing a members only live stream, Well, we might do it public, so we might save it for 182. I think that's probably what we're gonna have to do, and then I'll just have to spend Friday getting prepped for it. I did a little tradesy with good friend Bill and good friend Will, and I really appreciate this trade. So I'll show you that. It's an Auto World trade, so I'm very excited about that. So thank you guys again. That really made my day, because that happened on Tuesday. So RLC release day, absolute garbage ass day. Still quite bitter about that, but yeah, I'm looking forward to going over all this stuff with you guys. And yeah, as far as the YouTube stream goes, we'll probably keep it maybe an hour and a half, and then we'll go over to Twitch and Kick for another 30 minutes to an hour. How's that sound? We'll see how that does. We'll see how that does. Yes, you are. If I'm understanding correctly, I think Mikey offered me one, so I appreciate that. Also, Olds Dude found one. He told me, I think he's going to send me that, but I'll take multiples, guys. I will take multiples, and if you guys need help, I'm going to be sending Olds Dude something in exchange for his 5-pack. So, Mikey, let me know. But yeah. I have no mod powers on Twitch. Okay, let's try to see if we can fix that. Let me see if I can appoint some mods real quick on Twitch and Kick. Because, yeah, I'm probably going to need that if we're going to start piling people in there. Let's see, I'm trying to see if I can appoint what's shield mode, mod view. I'm going to have to research that, because I don't know how to do it on Twitch. It's definitely not as simple as YouTube, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, because it's only giving me report, ban, timeout, warn, and whisper. So I'm going to have to try to figure that out. Okay, so since we did that, let's go over to Kick, and let me see if I can appoint some mods over here real quick. Community. Yeah, I'm going to have to research this stuff, guys. I'm going to have to research stuff. Maybe we'll do that in the after hours. Junk Vader AZ, thank you for the follow on Kick. Abe25 Lee also, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I would like to get Kick hot and popping for sure. So I was trying out Twitch, but it was highly glitch and bad load timing. Interesting. Yeah, if I remember right, Kick requires a really good like Wi-Fi signal or like cable, like Cat5 cable connect. Yeah, try it in the app. The app seems to be pretty good. Phone based. Yeah, that's why I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket when it comes to Twitch, because yeah, they're rather ban happy over there, for sure. For sure. But yeah, what are you guys finding? Let's kick it over to Diecast. Ant Lion, thank you, appreciate you. There's Will saying hi over there. What's up? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a cool little avatar you got. The NASCAR with your username. 59 says, I have a confession I bought from eBay. Hey, man. Look, nobody's going to scold you from buying from eBay unless you just make the most unhinged purchase ever for something that is just not worth the price. Kind of like the Hot Wheels RLC, RWB. Kind of like that. But yeah, we're going to talk about it. Don't worry about buying from eBay. I have an eBay purchase right here that I'm going to be showing you guys later. I'm going to open this in a little bit. I did open it already, took a look at it. This thing's fantastic, guys. Fantastic. And if you remember my Washington finds, I got the chameleon color changing one. Fantastic. I have a second one of those coming, and I'm going to be having a second one of these coming. I'm going to be having a second one of these because I want to play around with it. I want to see if I can wheel swap it. And but it's fantastic, and I want to know. I really want to know if you guys think that this is the best R32 and 164 R32 GT-R, because I think it's making a case. This Tarmac Works John Sabal R32 GT-R wide body. It's fantastic. I saw a guy selling per. I saw a guy that had like 10 for sale, and he's asking 72 per. I saw one like that. But yeah, that's crazy. I'll tell you what, guys. The Bugatti Bolide. If you don't know, it's a real car. It is a track-only supercar, which means it's a billionaire's toy, right? I want to say I think that car's like $4.5 million. But it is truly a badass track-only supercar. I really like track-only supercars. Obviously, one of my favorite cars in the world is the Pagani Huayra R. That's a track-only supercar. It's not road legal. Again, another millionaire's toy. But I noticed that a lot of people are really, really sleeping on the Hot Wheels Bugatti Bolide casting. Straight up peg warmer. I think they did really good on that casting, actually. Just to be real with you, I think they did really good. I think this chase is going to get slept on. I think it's still going to be priced higher than it should, probably like 70, 80 bucks, when in reality it's probably like 40, 50 bucks. So Bentley Will is expressing his true disdain for you being banned over on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, let's face it, guys. Especially if you're into premium brand diecast, you have to resource from eBay. You really do. In most cases, you have to source from eBay. Well, maybe not most cases, but definitely a large majority. Especially if you're going after something that is selling out from diecast distributors. One instance of that I can think of, it's buried up there. I'm not going to grab it right now. Maybe later. Well, actually, here. I can probably grab it. I really need to hang these, by the way. Sorry, guys. One example of something you'll probably have to resort to eBay for if you're interested in purchasing it and haven't gotten it yet. It's probably going to be this, because Roxy, the Mini GT Roxy, the first release, selling out everywhere. And it is spiked up in price. You can look forward to paying probably about 50 bucks for it, which, whatever. This, you're definitely going to need to resource from eBay, and you're going to be paying 100 plus for this. 100 plus for that. So be prepared. If you can find this one, the Peterson Automotive Museum one, good luck. Good luck, my friends. You better have some deep pockets, too. And the only difference is the card. That's literally it. Literally it. Okay. But yeah, the point is like eBay, nobody's perfect. And at least me, I'm not telling you guys, just don't buy from eBay. Don't ever buy from eBay, ever. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when it comes to especially Hot Wheels, it should be a last resort. It should be a last resort. If you remember, we've gone through the steps plenty of times. One, get out there and try to find it if it's available in big box stores. If you can't find it, try to network, hook up with your local collector buddies, see if you can find one for trade or something of that nature. 3, look online, look eBay, OfferUp. I don't even know if OfferUp even exists. I haven't been on OfferUp in years. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. But yeah, Mercari shop app. That's another good one. If you guys don't have shop, basically what it'll do is it'll bring up all of the stores, some of your favorite stores online, like JCar Diecast. It's a shop app store, so therefore you'll find it on the shop app. So I know a lot of people have cotton on to that. Excuse me. But if you haven't, yeah, download the shop app, and I think you guys will like it. You guys will find some stuff on there for sure. That's what I'm screaming, Bentley. That's what I'm screaming. FXXK Evo casting. That's what's up. Cody, it's okay. We forgive you. Thanks, buddy. Good to see you here. Hopefully Saturday works out a little better for you. I know usually you got to bounce. David says, I get everything on eBay. You can get deals on stuff. Yeah, you can find some pretty good deals. I mean, shoot, I think, yeah, I've purchased every single one of my 118s have been eBay purchases, I think. Except for like maybe 1 or 2 are like store direct. But yeah. No, Bentley. Nope. We're going to be talking about that later. We're going to be talking about that. Bentley asking, does Greenlight have a GT500? I'm pretty sure they do. Bill, Will, anybody else into Greenlight? What's up, Gary? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Just kicking off our first Saturday stream. Going to be doing a vid react in a bit. What's up, Anthony? Thanks for tuning in, man. Hopefully, excuse me. Hopefully Saturday works out good for you as well. I think Diecast Discussion will do a lot better on Saturday. David is saying, just don't buy Mattel products. Trust me, my life has been so much better. Yeah, man. Take the stress and the FOMO out of your life. Gary, come back to us, man. Come back to us. Yeah, we'll see. That's going to be a total S show for sure. What's up, Paul? How's it going, buddy? It said it's called the Shop app. Yep, that thing's gold. You'll find stores that you never knew existed. Diecast Z is on there as well. So, yeah, you can get direct connection to their store. You don't have to wait for their whatnot stream. Nice, Big O. What's up, buddy? He said, I got my F40 in the mail today. Pristine card, not a single crease or bend. Nice. Hopefully you didn't pay too much for it. I don't know if you paid for it. But yeah. Definitely good deals on eBay. Just be patient. Yep. Do a thorough search and be patient. It does. We got 40 plus in here. Usually that's after an hour. That's about after an hour. And that's not including Twitch and Kick viewers. Bentley Paul says he believes that Greenlight makes a GT 500. So yeah, maybe do an eBay search. Maybe you'll find it if it's available. Rico on Kick and Twitch. Nope. No holds barred, man. No holds barred. All right, I'm caught up with you guys. Okay, so let's just do these real quick. After I read Big O's comment. No, I traded 2 older Civics for the F40. I'm not buying from scalpers. I also bought a Macan Super Chase, nice, and pink GT3 RS for $18. Wow, okay. Matchbox Super Chase and a pink GT3 RS for $18. Nice. Nice. Very nice, man. I'm surprised you didn't reach out to me, man. I could have definitely helped you with an F40. I got quite a few of them now. So Will is saying to Bentley, search for 2020 or 20 Ford Shelby GT350R Mustang 60-year anniversary R16 Greenlight 2024. So it looks like they came out with one last year. Be prepared. That's right, Adrian. That's right. So yeah, with Adrian in mind, I'll show you my only my one and only find. Like, man, this week sucked like bad. Let me save that. I don't want to lose that. Okay. So yeah, my one and only find, Adrian, is that not the Super, but the mainline. Very, very nice. Will is also mentioning to Bentley that Auto World has one, 2020. You have an extra F40. I want one to will swap it. Okay. Okay. Just remind me. Just remind me. I'll send it in your next box. This one was found at an O'Reilly's. So international card, either N or P case. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. That's literally all I found, man. Crazy. Super crazy. Okay, shout out to Bill and Will again for this epic trade. So if you guys remember right, I was going to give it away randomly, that Auto World Mustang Chase and the regular one. I was going to give them away because I found them in FYE. But Will sent me a picture on Monday, said, look what I found. And I was like, dude, I got to have that. But I don't think I have anything to trade you that you guys need, that you guys don't have, in exchange for that. And then I thought about it and I offered him that Mustang, and he got with Will, and yeah, we did it. We did the trade. And this means a lot, guys, because trust me, this car turned me into a mechanic. All 5 of them. I've owned 5 DSMs. So I traded the Mustang Super Chase and the regular one for this one. This is the 91 Eclipse GSX Ultra Red. Friggin' sick. Super, super nice. I love it. I really love it. It's got a chrome interior. Chrome interior, white wheels. Yeah, super nice. Super nice, guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I really, really, really appreciate that trade, because I really wanted that. Yeah, I owned 5. My first one was a 92 Eclipse GSX. Let me see if I can remember them all. 93 Eclipse GSX. Second one was... Which one was the second one? Second one was my 92 Eagle Talon TSI all-wheel drive. Third one was my 91 Talon TSI all-wheel drive. So I've owned one that was flip-up body style like that. A 97 Eclipse GSX. And I think that's it. So I've had 4. I wasn't sure if it was 4 or 5. I think that's it. Talon DSM guys go hard. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I never owned a laser though. The laser. I've never owned a laser. That's the only DSM I've never owned. And I never owned a 2A or a 2GA. Yeah, I've never owned a 2GA. Yep. They suck. But God, there's so much fun when they run good. So much fun. If you take a DSM transfer case and hold it up next to like an Evo 8 or Evo 9 transfer case, holy crap. Holy crap. Whoa. Like the size difference is crazy. Crazy. Yep. 2GA and 2GB. Eclipse GST was always my favorite. So GST was front wheel drive. GSX was all wheel drive. There's Joe right there. Joe, I was just thinking about you when we were talking about the laser. So Joe had like that beige gold laser, 92 laser. So it was this 6-bolt, 4-bolt. Perfect. Yeah, lots of memories, man. And he's got like a fully built, it's a 1GA Talon, right? I think. Yeah. Yep. I miss it too, man. Those were the days. Those were the days. Shoot. There we go. I know of one sitting out of shop right now. All it needs is a turbo. I wish I didn't have Nissan problems. Shoot, turbos are cheap. If it just needs a turbo, shoot. Cheap. Super cheap. If it's a 2G, rip that T25 out there and put a friggin' put a 14B or a 16G conversion kit on it. You can get a 1G, probably a 1G 14B turbo for, I don't know, maybe $100. Casberry Brooks, dude, this is dope. I love this. So many people coming out of the woodwork saying, man, DSMs. I love it. I love you guys. Owned a 90 Eclipse GSX, and I've hunted down every Auto World DSM to date. Nice. Friggin' sick. Same, bro. Same. Gotta have them all. Should have kept it. Well, I mean, shoot. If I could go back, I would have definitely. Joe, I think we knew each other when I had we were still in contact. My maroon 92 Eagle Talent TSI all-wheel drive. That's the one that I miss the most. That one had leather. That's like nearly unheard of in a DSM. Okay, remind me off stream. Remind me off stream, Big O, please. Thank you. Gary, do you make muscle car customs? Yeah, occasionally. When I first got started customizing, I did a lot of gassers. I did a lot of Bel Air gassers. I did some Nova Wagon gassers, but yeah, I'll do them for sure. Oh, shizzle. I just wish someone made a second gen that doesn't have the Blitz bumper on it, right? Yeah. I think just about every single DSM fan that collects diecast, their wet dream is either a 2GB Eclipse GSX or a 2GB Talon TSI all-wheel drive. That's one DSM I wish I would have owned at one point. 2GB Talon TSI all-wheel drive. Love those. Oh, they're so sick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they certainly did the Conquest as well. They did a really good job on that. Casberry said, just watch round 2 video and they're making all white Eagle Talon TSI with stock white wheels. We'll be hunting that down too. Nice. Super sick. That's exciting. Yep, Conquest Therion. Yep. Good old 2.4 liter friggin' rear-wheel drive. Gary, as soon as I can crank out my line, I will definitely send you one. I will definitely make you one and send you one. I'm looking forward to seeing Steve do me a custom Chevy square body with the Aussie look. Nice. Yeah, Stereons are cool. Very cool. So yeah. So yeah, last thing that I have to show you. I only got 3 things to show you guys. Yeah, ordered that. I ordered that. Like I said, I got the chameleon one. If you guys remember. Ugh. Got that one for my Washington trip. That thing is sick. So I have a second one of these coming, so I can open it. I would open this one if the package was foodboard, but I picked the best one that I could find at T-Rex Toys. So I'm not going to open that one. I'd like to hang that one. But this one, I have another one of these coming, or I'm going to have another one of these coming, because I would like to keep it regular, and I would like to attempt a wheel swap and maybe some additional detail on the second one. So, but you guys tell me. I think this is one of the best R32 GT-Rs in 164 on the market. This thing is sick, man. It's little plastic clamshells. They don't want to open. Do not want to open. I'm going to tell you the one and only thing I don't like about this casting as soon as we get through it. So, but yeah, this thing is sick. I'll push the wheels up so you can see that it actually has really, really good stance. Really, really good stance. Good wheel size. Very nice. Those are like some work 5-spokes. Really good headlight detail. Excuse me. Really good headlight detail. Front mount intercooler. Good splitter. Good canard detail. Again, if I push up, it'll sink the wheels in there a little bit more. So really good stance. The wing is really nice. All you fanboys in here. If I can get it to focus, there you go. David, I know you're a fan. Mikey, I know you're a fan. Okay, good muffler detail. The only thing that I don't like about this car is, why does it look like it has exhaust coming out of the trunk, a dual exhaust and an N1 exhaust? I would have just liked the N1 exhaust, to be honest. That, and I think the taillights could have been detailed just a little bit better. Just a little bit. But other than that, it's solid. Fuel? Is that for fuel? So it's got a fuel cell in the trunk, not exhaust. Okay. Why is there 2 ports though? It's kind of weird. I've never seen a fuel cell fill like that. Yeah, Will is saying fuel too. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping it was meant to be. I've never seen a dual port fuel fill. I believe you guys. Trust me. I believe it. Okay. Well, I like it then. I mean, I like it 100%, man. I like it. So, super fantastic casting. I'm going to be keeping that one normal. And like I said, I'm going to order a second. One is intake, one is exhaust. Right next to each other. Okay. Mikey's on it. Oh, boy. All right. All right. Gary, no problem, man. I know it's East Coast. I know it's getting late, so thanks for swinging by, man. Appreciate it. Once again, guys, damn cats. Damn cats. Right. I'll drop it again after we go through this this vid reaction, which is probably going to take us a little bit, even though the video is only like 17, 18 minutes. We'll probably be here for a little bit, and then we'll cut over to Twitch and Kick. So there's the links. I would really prefer it if you guys join Kick, but if you guys already have like a Twitch and don't want to sign up for Kick, I understand. That's totally fine. So, Junk Vader, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. We're gonna have fun on Kick later. And Abe25 Lee as well. Appreciate you guys. If you guys are not existing YouTube subscribers, I appreciate you guys. But even if you are, I still appreciate you. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop. King as well. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Let me get my headphones set up real quick, and we'll do this video reaction. Okay, guys. I think it's gonna be really interesting. Might even be slightly rage baitable. I don't know. I really don't know how this is gonna go, but I will give my full unedited opinion. I'll give my full unedited opinion when we switch over to Diecast After Dark. I bet you do, Mikey. Bentley, as far as your question, no, I haven't set up a PO box yet, but I'll let you know, man. But I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. All right, let's see here. We're going to do a Chrome tab. We're going to do... All right. Boom. And then we will take the banner down so you guys can see everything pretty well. I need to switch to night on this. I really do. Let me see here. There we go. It's a little less bright, a little less annoying, right? A little less annoying. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second.
The sale of the
All right, let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. Okay, so this is Kick is jumping. Antlion. Nice. Nice. Twitch keeps kicking off, FYI. Kicking off as in going off. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. What's up, Tom? How's it going, man? We're just getting ready to do a video reaction. So this is Prelude Boy 99. Very good channel. I don't recall hearing or knowing about him. But I found this video by way of Diecast Media Network. Shout out to Chuck, David, and Mark, as always. But I decided to watch this, and I thought, honestly, it was a really good video. So David said first AOL screen name Sky King GT-R 444. But yeah, so I thought that this was a really good video, and I thought we'll do a reaction video to this as well. Shout out to Prelude Boy 99. I think he covered this really good. Like to see what you guys think about it, and yeah, let's get into it. As soon as I find the right tab.
Hello, everyone. It is Prelude Boy 99, and this is the after party. This is the page of Mattel Creations after the sale of the RWB Porsche 930. And very few people were able to get this. I got my two, and it's a confirmed order. But a lot of people weren't able to get it. I mean, that happens when there's always a hyped car like this. There's always bound to be people that weren't able to get it. It's just the way things are, unfortunately. When you have 40,000 pieces of this made and you have over 100,000 people wanting it, there's going to be people that are not going to get it. Some people missed out because they weren't prepared, and some people missed out by mere seconds. I've had this happen to me before. When actually this happened when I had overdrive, because when I had overdrive, I wanted to get a second Toyota Supra for my other account so I can open and review it, and I failed and I missed out on it. I didn't get it. So now, this is the after party, and people in the UK, I got a comment from this a few hours ago. I decided to make a whole video about it. People in the UK got their orders canceled like 8 hours after they purchased it. So this is after they went through the 10-minute queue. They put their credit card information in, or they use Shop Pay. I use Shop Pay. And,
so yeah, a lot of people got their orders canceled. It said they nailed it. They got in line. They checked it out and everything. Somebody sent me a screenshot of, let me see if I still have it. I think I do. Somebody sent me a screenshot of their canceled order, and I thought I took a picture of it. Yeah. So there it is. Let me share this to my drive real quick, and then I'll put it up on the screen. Okay. So let me take this off just real quick. I'll show you the email that they sent out to people. Bring me back up here. Let me see. How am I going to do this? Okay. I guess I'm going to have to stop it. So let's go to share screen. Home, Google Drive, share. Okay. So here's my Google Drive. Okay, so here it is. As soon as it loads up. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see it. Whoa. Okay. So it says, hi, Hot Wheels Collectors fan. Thank you for ordering the RLC exclusive RWB Porsche 930 with the item number. Unfortunately, you should have already received a cancellation notice due to some changes with product inventory. We thank you for your understanding and want you to know how much we value your loyalty to Mattel. In light of cancellation, we're giving you 10% off your next Mattel Creations order. To use this offer, promo code blah, blah, blah at checkout before completing your next purchase. Software is good until December 31st, 2025. Blah, blah, blah. So, again, kind of a cope. Mattel trying to fix their F up as usual by offering like a promo code and 10% off. But it's not. It's like, what is Mattel doing? Like, what are they doing? Why are they still accepting orders and the item is obviously sold out? Which it should never have been 2 per customer if this is a limited order item. If there's 40,000 of them, I don't know how many there were, but I guarantee you there were significantly more people than that were trying to get that Porsche. And, for them to say, okay, 2 per customer, 40,000, guarantee you there's probably, there's millions of people that collect Hot Wheels. I don't know if there's millions of people that are RLC members, but there's a lot, and there's a lot more than 40,000. So it's like, it's crazy. It's like, how do you F this up over and over and over again? I just don't understand. Rico, that would be awesome, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I mean, shoot, even if they show up on a flash sale or a pop-up sale, they're going to be gone in seconds. There's people that receive like every single email that RLC sends out. So yeah, it's like, yeah, there's no hope. There's really no hope. Really no hope. Okay, let me bring the video back up. Sorry, guys. Let me see here. Gotta fix this again. Okay, there we go. Should be good.
They paid for it. They got the order, and then eight hours later, Mattel pulled the rug from under them and said, actually, you didn't get the order. So I have a huge problem with this because essentially Mattel, they're idiots. They're complete idiots. It's just baffling to me how stupid they are, because people are scalping this. They're not getting any of the money. They're not getting any of the cut. And what's so baffling to me is, why don't they make this made to order? They've done it before. They did it with the RLC R34 Skyline. They're going to do it again with the new Supra, the 4th gen Supra. It's going to be purple. I'm going to talk about it when it's announced. It's not like it's an impossible thing. I don't understand why they don't make these to order. They don't. They limit it to 40,000, 30,000, or 50,000. And very few of the diehard collectors are able to get this because of scalpers, because of resellers. And I'm probably going to get comments saying, well, there's overdrive. Yes, there is overdrive. But then again, people don't want to spend an extra $100 just to be able to buy the casting that they want, that they're already.
And that's always been my biggest thing with overdrive as well. People have asked me, do you have overdrive? How come you don't have overdrive? Whatever. Honestly, guys, every single year for RLC, there's 2, maybe 3, very rarely 4 cars that I truly, truly want. So for me, it doesn't make sense to give Mattel $100 to be able to have that privilege to secure every car and say no to most of them. In the end, it's $110 if I remember right. To be honest with you, I don't know if the overdrive membership is separate from the regular $10 membership. I don't know, but regardless, $100, that's investing in something that you're really not going to use very much over the year. Now, if they came out with really good releases like this and the next one, the E36 M3. If we could rely on them to come out with really good, a majority of people are definitely going to buy that, type of casting all throughout the year, then yeah, I could see justification in it. And it would have been something that I would have considered. But the way that RLC goes every year, at least for me, just speaking for me, but I think I speak for a lot of people, somewhere between 2 to 4 castings I'm going for a year. So, Charlie Reed says, Elite 6.4 are cooler. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. 59 says, bro, they canceled my membership 3 minutes before the drop. That's insane. Talk about terrible timing. They're like, okay, last year, this guy signed up at 8:57 Pacific Standard Time. He's getting canceled right before this. That's crazy. But still, it shouldn't make a difference, because when you go to check out, you can renew your membership or get a membership at that time. Just add it to your cart. So, because that, to be dead honest with you guys, I haven't gone for one RLC this year. I haven't gone for one, and this was going to be my first one. So I had to do that. Maybe that's why I lost out. I don't know, but I don't know. It shouldn't matter if you're not a member and you have to buy the membership right then and there. If anything, it could be more incentive for you to possibly get your hands on that car, because you're paying for a membership at the same time. I don't know, but yeah, that's crazy. 5.9. David Shook, overdrive is not worth $100. Definitely not $38 shipped. If you're talking about the RLC, it's probably like, when it's all said and done, probably like 44, 45. And I think they're shipped FedEx still. I don't remember, but FedEx takes friggin' forever. Just under $40. I think it was 37. Yeah, I don't know. Let's continue the video.
Already paying a $10 membership fee for. It's like Mattel created cancer and now they're selling the cure for cancer. That doesn't make them good. And with RLC, even though I got my castings, it still makes me upset that there's people that already went through the hassle, took time out of their day to get this casting, and then they had the rug pulled out from under them. And this is why people hate Hot Wheels RLC. This is why they move on to other things.
Amen to that. Mattel knows good and well that this is going to be their creme de la creme for the year. This is going to be the most desired, most sought after RLC release of 2025. They know that good and well. One reason being, a lot of people like Porsche. Obviously, I'm a huge Porsche fan, so I was excited for it. But not only that, it's Spectre Flame. It's got beautiful paint. It's got a really good wheel choice, matching banner, opening rear trunk, opening doors, and it's the first RLC release since the Nakai-san little diorama RLC case that's now $500. With the figurine, the Nakai-san figurine. So they knew good and well that people were going to be hot to trot after this. They knew that. Now, if Mattel truly cared about the collector, they would have made this even a selections. A selections would have made everybody happy with this. A selections, you can order up to like 5, 5 per account, unlimited number. Everybody is going to have a shot to get that. But no, they wanted to limit it to 40,000. Apparently that's what it was. They wanted to limit it to 40,000, offer it 2 per. 2 per account. How in the hell is that going to suffice even a good percentage of people trying to go for this car when you're offering 2 per at only 40,000, and you know that RLC memberships, I would love to get a solid number on this, but I guarantee you RLC memberships are probably close to, if I had to guess, 500,000 at least. With all of the millions of Hot Wheels collectors, you mean to tell me that there's not very many RLC members? And that's on top of people who have multiple accounts and bots, because bots are a thing. And everybody's supposed to get a first shot when there's 2 per account. I mean, come on, let's get real, Mattel.
And the reason why other people don't move on to other things, the reason why people continue to stay with this brand is because Mattel has bandwidth. They have the name. They have licensing. They have more licenses than any other diecast company or brand. They have way more licensing. They can do Back to the Future, Scooby-Doo, Knight Rider, A-Team, Magnum PI. They can do stuff like this with the RWB Porsche. And this looks like a fantastic piece. It probably is. So, you know, it makes me upset that we have people like Lamley, who are supposed to be a voice for us. They don't really do anything other than become a huge commercial for RLC. This is why I don't like Lamley. Because he's supposed to be our voice. He's supposed to voice these concerns. And instead, he's more concerned about his brand. He's more concerned about being able to have access to these diecast vehicles. He doesn't really care about his audience. That's why I really don't like the guy. Because he's promoting Overdrive. He was promoting all this stuff. But then when people are not able to get the thing that they want, that they spent the $10 membership on, you don't hear anything from him. And it's because he's trying to protect what he has. He wants to protect the relationship that he has, which is unfortunate because we need.
It's unfortunate, but understandable. And by no way, I'm not vouching for Lamley. That aspect I understand, because the Lamley brand and Lamley's popularity on social media is all because of his relationship, his hookups, his inside connections, to be able to showcase all this stuff, and he doesn't want to lose that. I get that. But I think the reason why a lot of people have such a big problem with Lamley, one of them, is because 9 times out of 10, he's showing you the stuff that you are never going to get your hands on. And he's got it well before all other collectors do. So that's always been like my thing. That's always been my turnoff about Lamley, is that it's kind of like a boo boo, I got it, you don't, type thing. That's kind of like the perception. Sorry, my camera moved. But yeah, I agree with that. There's no doubt that he's probably getting paid. It's not, the connection is so solidified there. There's no way, and Lamley's trying to build, he's trying to build his brand. He's huge now. There's no doubt he's taking some kind of pay from Mattel, probably. Just sending him free shit now is not going to cement the agreement anymore. Okay. Because Lamley, he's working with Tarmac, he's working with Mini GT, he's working with everything. So no doubt he's probably being paid by Mattel to be the spokesperson. But aside from that, I see both sides when it comes to this particular thing. Lamley trying to protect himself. He does his job. He promotes Hot Wheels. He does his job. He gets the FOMO going. He gets the FOMO foam of the mouth going, right? I mean, just check the comments. I mean, people are like, oh my God, I can't wait till that comes out. I'm so excited for that. Oh my God. Finally, Mattel comes out with that. I've done it. I'm guilty of it. But I think, going back to what Prelude Boy said, you know, I see both sides. I see how Lamley's trying to protect his connection and, you know, his roots and his connection to Mattel. You know, he has to be, there's a lot of PR involved. You know, I get that. But Prelude Boy also makes a really good point as to why probably a majority of people don't like Lamley. Okay. My personal problem with Lamley is, you know, the nanny boo boo type thing, you know, like, you know, I got it and you're probably not going to get it. So, you know, and I got it from Mattel for free. That's kind of my thing. The other thing is he started reselling. And a lot of the stuff that he resells, he does resell some cool stuff, but it's astronomically priced. And he sells a lot of basic stuff that anybody else could get at the same time. But it's overpriced because his fingers, his little fingers were on that car at one point, and it's coming from Lamley. So therefore, the price hike comes in. Those are my two gripes with Lamley. But yeah, going back to what Prelude Boy said, I see both sides. I see how Lamley's trying to protect, you know, what he's built with Mattel. I see, you know, I understand. But at the same time, and Prelude Boy is going to make this point, Lamley's not really the guy for collectors. He's the guy for the brands. So let's get into that.
Need more people to speak up on stuff like this, where they go through the bullshit and yet they get the rug pulled out from under them. It's frustrating. And I got to go to work in a little bit, but I'm going to finish up my rant and then I'll let you guys discuss in the comments below. But I'm not happy about this. I'm very frustrated about this happening to people who played by the rules and yet they are still fucked over. Like, and again, Mattel, they're not getting any of the money from the scalping. They're not benefiting from this problem at all. I mean, except for Overdrive, yes. But Overdrive is not really a solution. It's not. Why should I pay you guys to fix a problem that you guys created? If they should honestly stop selling memberships, but they're not going to. If there's over 150,000 accounts and you make 40,000 of something, you should stop selling accounts. Of course, they did stop selling Overdrive because I guess they don't want to sell. They don't want to leave that open because then there's also a chance of these castings not being available. I don't care about getting sponsored by Mattel.
That's crazy. So Will says he lies about what he sells. He has sold chases that he claimed to have found, but they were given to him by brands like M2. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
To showcase their products. I really don't. That's why I want to be able to speak freely. Because people need to call them out on this shit. And I know I'm not the only person that does this. But I'm really sick and tired of people like Lamley, who is supposed to be this voice for us, not doing their damn job. And stuff like this happens, where people are cheated out of something that they really wanted. And this is why people hate RLC. This is why people hate Lamley. This is why people hate Mattel. And this is something that is so easy to solve. They can't even use anti-bot software, like proper anti-bot software. There's that CAPTCHA thing that I do. I try to do as fast as I can. And yet people...
The CAPTCHA thing is so incredibly frustrating. It is so incredibly frustrating because I don't know about you guys, but every single time I do the CAPTCHA on RLC, I have to do it like 3 times. It's like the weirdest thing. It'll have like pictures of stoplights, pictures of trees, and it'll say, click the one that weighs less than a pencil. I'm like, what? And then you realize in the tree pictures, there's a leaf on the ground. Oh, okay. It's like, come on, man. And that the bots still get in. Everybody knows that bots are a real problem on RLC. If they're not, how are all these people on eBay posting up stuff confirmed? For sale, confirmed. For sale, confirmed. I mean, Jesus. How many laptops do they have in front of them? Do they have like a grandma's boy setup, except it's not screens all on the wall. It's a whole bunch of keyboards. And they're just hitting confirm by, confirm by, confirm by, capture one, capture one, capture one, capture two, capture two, capture two. I mean, come on, man.
People are still able to use bots to buy up a huge stock of this. There's already hundreds of these things floating around in eBay. That's a huge problem. They raised the prices on these things because these things are already way overpriced. $38 for this. And that doesn't even come into account the QC issues that this thing might have. Because, again, this thing isn't going to be available until before or on November 14th.
Let me see. Oh, what's a good thing? Okay, what's a good thing that's under that price range or about? Let's see here. So this is close enough. So that RLC RWB, $38, right? When this was new, and usually when these first come out, these Fuel Me resin models, granted they don't open, but what's more important to you? Opening or true detail and quality? So when these Fuel Me resin comes out, they're usually about $60. And then once they start selling out from the distributors and stuff, they'll start going up more towards 80, 90, $100 once they get all sold out. But you tell me what's better. Something like this, a full resin model from Fuel Me, a Super 9 that's numbered, 499 of these, not 40,000, 499. And the detail. Camera's not going to focus, but look at that detail. I don't know about you, but that looks a hell of a lot better than the RLC on the inside. Back doesn't open. Let's face it, guys. The back opens on the RWB RLC, but that motor looks like complete trash. It's a blob. It's a blob. It's a mold. There's absolutely no detail on it. And that's $38. And this was 60 brand new. Just saying. Just saying.
So it is a frustrating hobby to get yourself invested in. I started covering it because I love Hot Wheels. I've always have. But as an adult, I couldn't be any more frustrated with them than I am now. And, you know, I was going to make a video about stepping away from RLC. I'm going to make this video. I'm going to make that video after I post this one. But
David says, and street weapons are only $20. Yeah, some people argue, oh, street weapons are, you know, they're Chinese, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Dude, street weapons are dope. Street weapons are amazing. They're great quality. Who gives a damn if they're licensed or not? They look amazing and they're cheap AF. And if I remember right, Street Weapon makes diecast and resin. So Great bang for the buck.
But you know, I want to step away from RLC, and every time I want to, they come out with something really cool, and then when they come out with something cool, there's always incidents like this where people go through the bullshit, and then they're not granted what they went through. I mean, at that point, why not just make a few hundred more for these people that already went through all this? Why? You're not benefiting from.
Doug says star model RWBs are good looking too. Hold on one second. Thank you for saying something, Doug. Yeah. This right here, this is one of my favorite star models in my collection. One of my favorite RWBs in my collection, period. The Coast Cycles, the 667 Coast Cycles. This thing's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Rolls. So much for that Hot Wheels exhaust in detail, right? Just saying. Treaded tires. Nice true to scale roll cage. It's kind of hard to see the inside, but yeah, inside is super detailed. Like buckets. Seats look great. This is one of my favorites. If I remember right, this thing was $35. Tony asks, Anthony asked, what's Coast Cycles anyway? I think it's an actual company that owned an RWB and put their livery on it. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But I'm assuming it's probably like a business owner that did an RWB kitted Porsche. FC, what's up, buddy? Make sure you head over to Furiously Collecting and make sure you guys subscribe. The capture only makes it easier for the bots because I'm sure they insta-solve it. Yeah, probably. Yep, probably. Yeah. Pop race RWBs. Blah, 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 blah. Not good. Not good. Not good. Inno64 or Inno64 997 Liberty Walks. Mucho good. Mucho good. We all are, FC. I'll admit I'm sour about it. I wanted two. I was ready and prepared to buy two. And yeah, just got my parade peed on, just like many other people.
Keeping this a limited count. It doesn't matter anymore. This isn't a rare collectible anymore. I mean, we're already past that. This thing, they're not making 30,000 or 25,000 or 10,000. It's over. There's no rarity with these things anymore. So why not just make why not make these to order? Why not make over 100,000? Why not try to meet that demand?
Amen. Amen. 40,000 is not rare. Like me personally, I would consider anything under 1,000 to be pretty rare and very limited production. Man, anything over that is, I mean, even Tarmacs at like 2,500. A lot of Tarmacs are numbered to like 2,500, 3,000. Yeah, pretty rare, pretty collectible. 40,000, not collectible at all. So people cannot use the excuse that, oh, the reason why the RWB is going batshit crazy on eBay in the secondhand market right now is because of its collectability. No, there's at least 40,000 of those that are going to be getting shipped out. At least that's not rare. Yeah, there's millions of Hot Wheels collectors in the world, but I mean, let's do the numbers. There's also lots of millions of people that collect other stuff besides Mattel products. So yeah, the rarity factor, I completely agree with Prelude Boy 99. The rarity factor is out the door for anybody that really gave a shit about it, because I really did not care about it at all. I just knew what I wanted, and I didn't care how rare it was. I didn't care what the production was. I feel that way about Hot Wheels mainlines. If I like it and I really want it that bad, I don't care. Just, I need to find it. I want to get it. I want to acquire it. But, you know, a lot of people try to use that rarity excuse. There's no rarity with Hot Wheels. It's so mass produced.
I know why, because you want this to be hyped. You want to fearmonger. I don't want to say fearmonger. You want to give people FOMO. It may be a long time again before this masterpiece returns. You want to give people FOMO. So that way they don't have time to think about it. And then they rush to buy membership. And then when they go through this whole process, they're given the finger 8 hours after they bought it. So I'm not happy about this, guys. I'm not happy about this at all. Thank you guys for watching my rant. I saw a comment and I just had to make a video. I got to get to work. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
So excellent.
Hello, everybody. It is Prelude Boy 99, and today.
Excellent. So I think this is going to be his, that's going to be his prelude to the sale. He did make a second one. Do you guys want to go over that video too? I'll be happy to, because I like that one too. He did a video today, a follow-up video on the Rwb Rlc. We can react to it. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, complete shit show. I mean, they can't even keep track of how many orders they truly have, and they got to cancel people's orders. I mean, are they trying to get people to leave RLC? I mean, you know, at this point, I don't know. But it's working if that's what they want. Charles Reed says I'm down. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll react to the second video too then. Most people buy RLC for their liquidity and ability to quickly flip them for cash or trade value, not necessarily for their quality. Yeah, I mean, I see that, but yeah, it's like it goes back to what Prelude Boy 99 said, you know, the hype, the FOMO, all these people, you know, fear of missing out, you know. I mean, that's completely obvious. That's completely obvious. Here, let's do this real quick before we get into the Prelude Boy 99. He'll get into this on this second video, but let's just go ahead and do this ourselves. Let's see here. Hold on. We'll just share entire screen. We'll do it this way. Okay. All right. Into the interwebs we will go. Let's see. We'll expand that real quick. And we'll go to eBay. Let's see what they're going for right now. Because, yeah, your comment is absolutely correct, Sad. It is absolutely correct. They are completely liquidable. It's kind of a tongue twister. But, yeah. I mean, if people are willing to pay these kind of prices, look at this Joker. $300, $200, 175, 180. Absolutely retarded. This thing has not even had a chance to mature to this level of value. You mean to tell me this thing just came out on Tuesday and it's already worth this? It's crazy. It's already worth half the price of the Nakai-san RWB. Let's see what some of this shit's selling for. It's 170, 165, 170, 160. $600. I knew that was like a $500 one, then the Kaisan one. So yeah, these guys are really trying to milk the market because look, it's not even going right. It's like 150, 170, 180. Couple of 200s in here, but these friggin' jokers asking $200. I mean, get out of here, dude. Get out. And most of these people don't even have them in hand yet. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. It's just insane. Bro, at this point, people need to get into customs as they feel like paying $300 for that word. Yep. And Prelude Boy 99, he'll get into it on the second video that we're about to go into. He'll get into that. He does mention customs. Like, there's people out there that can remake this. I can do it. I know this guy can do it. I know probably this guy can do it. All the customers are like, dude, I'll just remake that. I'll remake that. There's no way I'm paying that. All right. Let's head back over to YouTube's, the tubes of views. If I can find it. Okay. I guess I friggin' closed the tab. My bad, guys. Okay. Look up its second video real quick. All right, this was posted 12 hours ago today. So, brand new video. Get the screen up here. Boom. Boom. Right. Get that up there. I'm going to have to resize my video again. Boy, I biffed that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I'm old. I'm old. It takes me a minute to figure out. Okay. Should be good now.
I'm back, and I'm going to rant again. So I didn't expect my last video on the Porsche WRB 930 to blow up, but it did. I called out Lamley, and a lot of people agreed with me. I'm going to make a separate video for him. But I'm going to continue on with my rant about RLC and why people hate it. This is another reason why people hate it. So here we are again at the storefront page, and notice the price, $38. It's already high. It's already a high price for a Porsche. And I also want to ask in the comment section, do you guys pronounce it Porsche or just Porsche? There's two. It's like pronouncing caramel or caramel. I mean, I guess.
The friggin' Porsche purist, man. Oh, they get pissed when you say Porsche. They're like, it's Porsche. Porsche.
Tomato. So yeah, no one was able to get this. Very few. And now we're going to take a look at the secondhand market. So this is going to be good. So I'm going to turn this off, and I am going to turn this on. Jesus Christ. Look at this. 300, 160, 169, 180, 200. This is sad. This is really, really sad. And then you have the very first one.
TRD says, I think I saw a video, probably Prelude Boy 99's second video, where a sold listed was shown at 2628 sold from a single seller. How does that not violate RLC rules somewhere? Dude, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. I mean, these haven't even been shipped out from Mattel yet, and people are selling them. They're marking them sold. There's even people that post them for sale on eBay saying confirmed, and the sale hasn't even been done yet. It's not even Tuesday at night, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and they're already saying confirmed order. It's like, how do you do that? How is that even possible?
One with Akira Nakai, the diorama, which is understandable. 500, that's a really steep. But this is already 200, 350. Look at these scalpers, man. This is insane. And this is why people hate RLC. They hate RLC because we have the secondhand market that gobbles these up. Look at how many of these are floating on eBay right now. Look at how many of them. How many does he have? Last one, he sold 2 of them? So this guy had 3 of them. And he sold them for, I'm assuming, $235.
FC, I got 18 now. I have 18 118s. And I've already got 2 more planned before the end of the year. Yeah. It escalated quickly, man.
Maybe a little bit less. So let's see how much were sold. I'm very curious to see how many people actually sold it. 150, 170, 170. Guys, why are you guys doing this? I'm not one to judge what people spend their money on, but this is really sad. This is on a profound level of sad. Someone was able to get this for 200. I hope they got it for less than that. This is ridiculous. 125 was the lowest, and this was a pre-order. So they sold it before the sale, I believe. Or no, this was yesterday. They sold it for 125. That's the cheapest that I saw this at. So at 125. So it's already 4 times the retail value. And these things have already went up $100. Okay, so this is the lowest, but there's $44 in shipping. So it's like 150, 140 was like the lowest, and like the highest I've seen was like $300, which is just ridiculous. Like, I knew it was gonna be like over $38. I knew it was going to be like 70 or 80, but I never thought it was going to be $180. This is so sad. This is so sad. And
Jag, what's up, man? I got 2, but only to pass one along as a Christmas gift to my youngest son, who counts on me to collect for him since he and his wife are consumed with their Pokemon business. Nice. Congratulations on your acquisitions. Yeah, you You are literally the first person I think in the chat that has chimed in and said that they got it. That's crazy, man. You got lucky. Congrats.
And granted, you know, this is a nice piece. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. This is nice, but it's not $38 nice. It's not even $38 nice. I mean, look at this. It has painted headlights and taillights.
It's got painted headlights and taillights. The hood releases on the front are just blobs. Yeah, there's no lensing on that thing at all. One thing I will give Hot Wheels Mattel props for is that they put the plastic upper decker wing on there, which is pretty cool. I do like that. That's part of the reason why I wanted it. I was like, wow, they stepped their game up right there. But yeah, I've already showed you guys examples for similar price. You know, Fuel Me, Street Weapon, Star Model. I mean, there's things that are much better quality, much more realistic, much more detailed that you can get for the price, even for just retail. Now, the prices that this thing is going for on the secondhand market, 118 prices. 118. One of the 118s that I want to buy is $150. It's a Spark model. It's top of the line. 118. $150 shipped. You mean to tell me that this thing right here is worth more than that? Nope. Not buying it. I wish I had the sound effect. Nope.
That's not diecast. That's plastic. Sure, it has opening doors and an opening bonnet, but
engine is complete trash. Engine is trash.
You can make this. You can literally make this for far less than what this thing is being sold at. You can definitely make this. You can custom make this for less, I believe.
And trust me, all the customizers, like myself, probably like Anthony, everybody else in the chat, they're probably like, well, missed out on it, didn't get it. Time to make one. Time to get our fingers all crusty and dirty, you know, polish that bad boy up, put some Spectra Flame, put some friggin' you know, some God, it's been so long since I painted friggin' some Cretex candy 2.0. Yep, we're just like this. We're like, yep, time to make it and time to make it better. Yeah. I'm really glad he mentioned something about the customizers.
I mean, yeah, it's not official, but you can definitely buy a premium of this guy. Let me see how much. I'm curious. I want to see how much is the premium of this. So that's the Chase. You can get this for $16. You can get this one for $16. Which is just a regular silhouette. It's white. You can get that for like 17, maybe a little bit less if you know where to go. You can go to a convention and get this for cheaper. Going to a convention, I highly recommend going to a convention if you guys want to buy RLC for cheap. You can even get the Team Transport RWB Porsche 930. But going back to this, and let me just undo this. Going back to this, this is really, really sad that this thing is already at over $150 for this piece. If you're watching this, please listen. Like, I'm not trying to tell you what to spend your money on. You can do whatever the hell you want with your money. But buying this for $150 secondhand, you're getting robbed. you are getting robbed if you spend that much money on this casting. And like I said, this casting does look okay, but it's not $150, $180. Okay, look at this. This is not the 930, but this is a RWB.
See, we were just talking about Street Weapon. So that's probably one of Street Weapon's resin models, just given off of the price. But yeah, because Street Weapon does make resin and diecast models from what I remember. Because I have one and it's a resin. It's really nice too. But yeah, $40. I mean, look at this. You tell me that this is not better quality detail, scaling, and everything than the RLC.
And look at this. You get lens taillights. You get two-piece wheels, custom wheels. They're not the Real Riders wheels. These are actually custom-made wheels. You get lens headlights and taillights, mirrors. Already, this is a significant, I don't want to say significant. This is a better product than the RLC WRB. By far. So why don't people go to the third party? Because third party, you have a lot of other more realistic, castings with third party. Look at this one. This one actually looks like an RLC. It's a Golf Skyline. Demon King Auto Nissan GT-R R34 Golf 164. It's incredible.
Yeah, there's a Spectre Flame polished, finished car for way less than what the secondhand market is demanding. And it's got opening hood prop. Demon King, I've never heard of this, but just looking at it, it looks very reminiscent of like maybe a Time Micro or a Time Top. Maybe it's in that same bridge, but something like that. This thing's phenomenal, by the way. That's a Time Micro. But yeah, that's a cool looking Skyline. For sure. For a fraction of the price of the secondhand market wants for that RLC RWB.
Chrome. This thing looks fantastic. It looks far better than the RLCs that we get with the GT-R. It has a hood prop. This thing is, I might actually pick this one up. It's a Golf. This one looks sick. Why do people pick this up? That's what I want to know. Why do people pick this up over third party? And again, I've said this before, it's the licensing.
Mikey says, Derek, what do the comments look like on Prelude Boy's video? That a lot of people agreeing with him. A lot. I haven't checked the comments on this one, but I checked the comments on the first one, and yeah, little to no pushback. Surprisingly, the only pushback I saw on Prelude Boy's first video was from Diecast Media Network, which was really surprising. And I don't know if Chuck was just feeling frisky that day, but he was saying that, Mattel isn't stupid. They know exactly what they're doing. So I can't really say that Chuck was exactly vouching for this, but I think more or less his argument was Mattel knows exactly what they're doing by pushing the FOMO, pushing the hype, and getting people salivating for these releases so that they do crazy extreme things like this, like get bots, all accounts that they have, they're grabbing two of, and then they're all going up on eBay for $200, like right off the bat. So I can't really say that Chuck was vouching for it, but he was more or less saying that Mattel knows exactly what they're doing, that they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. But other than that, yeah, a lot of people frustrated, a lot of people upset, a lot of people missed it. A lot of people agreeing with Prelude Boy.
Hot Wheels and Mattel has licensing. They are the top dogs in the art in the 1/64 scale world. They are. They have they have way more licensing than any other third-party diecast brand. And
Geo, you're going to be bringing up bad memories for Will in the chat. A lot of people went for that too. A lot of people missed out on that. A lot of people upset about that. So yeah, just yeah, crazy, absolutely insane.
they can get away with shit like this. They can get away with it. They can make this as crappy as possible, and they can sell it to you for $38 and get away with it. So how do we fix this problem? How do we fix this? Well, for certain, the one thing that needs to be done, the one thing that has to be done, is that people need to put their foot down and say, I'm not going to support this product anymore. The second thing that needs to be done is people need to be aware that there are better brands out there. There are better third-party diecast brands out there. It didn't even take me that long to find a better casting than this RWB. The third thing that needs to be done is that people need to stop buying these castings from scalpers. Because if you guys stop buying from scalpers, they're going to eat the cost. And that's going to be... it's already going to solve itself. If people stop buying from these scalpers, they're not going to be rewarded for their scalping. And then they're just going to have to sit with all that stock. And they're going to be stuck with it.
Yep, I love that comment. When it comes down to it, guys, it's our fault. It's our fault. It is the armchair quarterback collectors, the armchair quarterback hunters, just buying, because money's not an issue. And, just like Prelude Boy 99 said, I'm not at liberty, and I'm definitely not going to tell people how to spend their money. But man, just think about the repercussions that are going to happen. First person that put this up, probably sold for like $250, and then that's where the market is. So again, we can blame and hate scalpers and resellers all we want. Lord knows that I do. But yeah, Jay Koberg. A lot of scalpers sitting on 900,000 7-Eleven Supras. Yep. But yeah, it comes back to us, guys. It comes back to the collectors. Don't pay it. Don't pay it, and it don't happen. I guarantee if not a single other person put in a bid or purchased another one of these off of eBay, and right now they're at 150, 175, typically on the sold spectrum of eBay, this thing will be under $100 in a couple of weeks. Guaranteed. Now, one single person buy or bid on one of these, it'll be under $100 in a couple of weeks. But it's not going to happen. Because people are checking these prices, waiting for these prices to drop down. They're like, holy cow, holy shit. It's $250, $300. People start dropping off, the price starts dropping down. So, but it's not going to happen. Somebody's watching and somebody's like, okay, 150 is my number. So when it hits 150, boom, they're going to go for one. And that's why they're selling for $150, $175. Rico says, don't support that BS and there won't be none. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah, Gio says, how are people affording the sports card trading hobby, ripping $300 boxes and not getting close to that in return? Yeah, that's a totally insane hobby. That's for high. That is for high rollers, man. That's for high rollers. I always tell people, man, don't get into diecast. If you're just in this to make money, don't get into diecast. Stick with trading cards. Stick with shoes. Stick with that. That's where you'll make the real money. Stay out of our hobby.
So that's trying to lead by example here. Is by
Jag, that's a good question. Seriously, what does everyone think is a fair and reasonable resale cost? I would say no more than twice the price. I mean, it's already expensive. We already know that people are grabbing 2 per account to either sell both, get as much money as they can, or keep one, sell one. That's what a lot of people do. I would say definitely out of the question to pay double that. So $80. $80. If I won't lie to you guys. If I saw one for 75, maybe $80 after shipping or 80 shipped, I would probably buy it. As much as I'd hate to admit that, just seeing how crazy this thing is, I think that's reasonable for this. But yeah, as far as messing around with RLC anymore, man, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done with RLC.
Stop supporting business practices like this. And it's tough. I'm not going to lie. It's tough. It's really tough. This is coming out on Tuesday. I'm going to make a before you buy on it. I always do. That's kind of my thing. And I'm sorry, I'm moving out of frame. That's kind of my thing. I talk about castings. I talk about whether or not they're worth getting or not. That's just kind of the thing I do here. This is going to be my last year with RLC. And I say that every single time. And then they always find a way. They always find a way to get me back. And this is a problem that I have. I'm not gonna preach to the choir and not practice what I preach. I say that I'm gonna stop, and then every time I say that, they always come out with something cool, something like this. I think this is genuinely cool. And then, you know, all that shit that I said just goes out the window. So what am I gonna do to lead by example? Well, for one, when my membership expires, I'm just done. I'm not going to go back to it. I made a point about Lamley, about how he is supposed to be our voice for us. I said that, and a comment brought up a really good point, and he said, and the comment said that, you know, Lamley, his channel is a showcase, which what I said his YouTube channel is just a glorified commercial for Mattel, and it is. But the thing is that with Lamley, he's in a situation where he can't say anything bad about the product, because then he will lose exclusivity, the relationship, and then his channel, because people watch his channel because he gets the stuff early, he gets the sneak peeks. That's why people watch his channel. So he can't really say anything against Mattel. And because he can't say anything against Mattel, his audience, they get irritated. They get irritated because you know, he has so much power. He's a big channel. He has so much influence. And
yeah, see, like we were talking about earlier, Lamley is a voice for the manufacturers. He is a voice and a promotion and a FOMO fueled machine to fuel the collectors to be excited for releases that are coming soon. He's not a voice of collectors. I think that's been well established. But yeah, Prelude Boy 99 nailing it right on the head. Lamley is not a voice for the collector. He's a voice for the manufacturers to help promote, to help push, you know, the FOMO, the thirst for these castings. But yeah, perfectly said right there, just like we were talking about earlier.
And he doesn't say anything. He doesn't, even when his RLC comes in scratched or scuffed, the QC is clearly bad on his copies. He doesn't say anything about it. He can't say anything because then he loses the relationship. So I wanted to make a video on him, on why his YouTube channel single-handedly ruined this hobby. And it's not so much to attack him, it's what his channel did, the idea of his channel, the sneak peeks, all this stuff, what it did to this brand and how it ruined the hobby. And channels like him. So I'm going to make that video soon. And it's not to attack him as a person. I have nothing against him as a person. I still don't like his channel. I don't like what his channel represents for this community, for this hobby, because essentially what it does is that it hypes people up, and then they're scalpers, and then they gobble it all up, and then they resell it. And again, a channel with his size, he can make such a difference. He can make a huge impact. If he just made one single video saying, guys, I'm disappointed in Mattel. Mattel, I need you guys to get your shit together.
Yeah, see, Mikey makes a good point here. Wazam Marzuki, WSMart, Ministry of Diecast, they get stuff way before Lamley. Yeah. And that's probably why Lamley is trying to stay in such good graces with Mattel and all these other manufacturers, because he's got some serious competition. Some serious competition in the leak market, in the diecast leak market with these guys. They've been around for a little while. They're doing nothing but grow bigger. Ministry of Diecast, he's not just doing leaks anymore. He's actually out there hunting. I don't know if you guys have seen that. He's showing that he's a real person. You know, he's a real collector, you know, probably. But yeah, he's becoming more interactive, you know, throw some interaction in there. I think Prelude Boy 99 makes a really good point, is that Lamley, he's come into this live stream a couple of times, which was great. And I appreciate that. And he interacted with some people in the chat, which was really great. But I think there needs to be more of that. I think more than ever, I think collectors really crave interaction. You know, they're tired of creators not responding to them, you know, not interacting with them. And I think that truly holds its weight. So yeah, by all means, Lamley has to stay in good graces with these manufacturers for sure.
It would make waves. So that's why I'm frustrated with Lamley. And I wouldn't be so frustrated with him if he didn't pretend to care. Because if he just made his videos as a commercial, was like, yeah, and this is it, see you later, I wouldn't give a shit. But because he has this fake persona, he has like this fake attitude, like he pretends to care. At the end of the video, let me know what you guys think. Or whenever he streams and people complain, he's like, yeah, I know. There's people that listen in Mattel. Like it.
This is literally what we were just talking about. I'm going to rewind this a little bit, probably about 30 seconds. You guys listen.
And to care. Because if he just made his videos as a commercial, was like, yeah, and this is it, see you later, I wouldn't give a shit. But because he has this fake persona, he has like this fake attitude, like he pretends to care. At the end of the video, let me know what you guys think. Or whenever he streams and people complain, he's like, yeah, I know. There's people that listen in Mattel. Like it, he doesn't care. And there was one video that he made that really made me upset. And this is the video where he acknowledges the poor QC for Mattel. But he also praises them. So he's like in the middle. He doesn't say that they're bad. He's in the middle. And I really wish he didn't make that video at all. Because, you know, it was insightful. But at the end of the day, the very next video that he made was a sneak peeks. So that video was essentially nothing. It was a huge nothing burger. So, you know, I ranted for far longer than I wanted to. There are alternatives to RLC. I know it's hard to see, but there are other alternatives. Look at this. This looks beautiful. And it actually looks like a really detailed RLC. I can put that on my shelf and it will fool people. It's the brand. And as long as the brand exists, people are going to fall into the trap. They're going to keep buying this slop. And the irony is they're going to keep buying it and they're going to keep complaining about it. And you know,
that's crazy, Will. I didn't know that. He said, I remember when Lamley first started, he tried to be the US T Hunted. You guys know T Hunted. He's like the OG leaker. Got in trouble with Mattel, and he brown nosed them to get in good graces with Matchbox to his name on a few diecasts. Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that. Yeah, T100 is the OG. T100 is the OG Hot Wheels wiki on Fandom. I think it's on Fandom, but you just type in Hot Wheels wiki and it comes up. That's an OG tool. And what else? T100, Hot Wheels wiki. What's the other one? It's the other one I'm thinking of. I'm having a brain fart. Oh, HW Treasure. HW Treasure. Yeah, those were like our most crucial like leak leak tools, at least when I first got started 8 years ago.
You know what? I'm guilty of this too. I'm not going to say that I don't do this because I do this too. I do this too, and I'm going to stop. Even though that my channel has gotten a lot of views because of Hot Wheels, I love the brand. But there has to be a change, and I want to change it. I want to change it for the better. I want to make a difference. I want to influence the community. I want to set an example. I don't want to be like Lamley. I don't care about sneak peeks. I don't care about having previews or a special relationship. I want to represent the people, and I want to talk about things that I like, things that I find interesting. I want to talk to people in the RLC world. I want to create relationships with the community. I don't want to create a relationship for the company because the company doesn't care about us. We gotta watch out for ourselves, and we got to stick together, and we got to stop falling for the FOMO. We got to stop buying from scalpers, because when you buy from scalpers, they're winning, and they're gonna do it again. They're gonna keep on doing this. So I never bought any of my RLC from scalpers. After I lose, I just accept it and I move on. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Man, shout out to Prelude Boy 99. A couple of fantastic videos, man. Appreciate that. And yeah, head over and subscribe to him. I'll probably clip that and put that as an episode. And I'll leave his link in the video description. So yeah, definitely go check him out. But yeah, especially that ending part right there really hits home. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But yeah, if the best way to end scalping, to end this ridiculousness, is just don't buy. Just don't buy. Like me, I lost out. But I am not going to pay the prices on eBay right now to get one of those, and it's not going to drop down into an acceptable range. I don't think it ever will. So, thanks, David. Smash the like button like Travis Kelce getting a concussion. So yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video reaction. I really appreciate it. So what we're going to do right now, I'd like to talk more about this with you. But we're going to cut the YouTube stream. So let's head over to Will. Thank you for dropping Prelude Boy 99's his videos, his list, his link. Definitely go check him out. Give him some love. Give him a thumbs up. Give him a shout out. And yeah, I would love to collab with him someday. Talk about like this subject one of these days. So yeah, we'll see. What's up, DC? JE Kilo Wheels looks promising. Nice. I'll have to check those out. Very nice. All right. So we're going to cut the YouTube stream. I will do it one more time. I'm going to paste the Twitch link and the Kick link. And we're going to do Diecast After Dark. Completely uncensored. Different side, different experience to HD. So head over there. It's free to join. Honestly, I think Honestly, I think Kick is better, but that's just my humble opinion. But yeah, head over, follow us, and join us. We're going to head over there right now. And yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, YouTube guys, for tuning in. Appreciate it. And I will see you over on Kick and Twitch. And if I don't, then I'll see you next week. You guys have a good night over on YouTube. Thank you.